So guys, if you found my Instagram and TikTok and stuff, I did sell the 2019 Mustang, the S550 GT. It will be missed. It was a great car, but we leveled up. We got the S650 Mustang GT right here and got it in race red and with the bronze appearance package. So with the bronze package, you get the bronze wheels, you get the bronze badging as well on the 5.0. You get it on the pony in the front grille as well. And then you also get it on the rear GT badge, which is pretty dope. So I know a lot of people are like, dude, I don't know how I feel about the rear end. Right now, the rear end, I'm not happy with it. It definitely needs Euros or smoked Euro tail lights. I don't know which ones yet, but I'm also gonna tint out the rear reflectors as well soon, probably in the next few weeks. And then it needs a spoiler for sure. So Euros or smoked tail lights, and then a spoiler 100%. I think it will look really good. 401A interior with the red guts, which I'll show you right now, and the active exhaust, which I wanted actually really bad. So I'm glad I got everything I wanted with the car, and you can always add a spoiler later on. So you can come on inside into the luxurious S650 5.0 fully loaded 401A red guts.
87 plus. I thought yours is on E85.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they don't know that yet.
They don't know that yet. So also with this car, it's not a performance pack, but I got the option with the Brembo brake package. So it has these fat 6 piston calipers in the front, and then it has the new on the 24s. Ford's always late to the game. They finally got 4 piston Brembos in the rear with the parking brake. It doesn't have the drift brake thing, which is kind of let down because I thought it would come with all models, but it only comes with the performance pack. Ford just wants money, so that's why they do that. We're gonna pop the hood and look at my Whipple 5.0 under there. You guys want to see the Whipple 5.0? This is the first one that has the Whipple on it. If you guys saw that video, check it out. The Gen 4 Coyote in all its glory, dual throttle body intakes, 480 horsepower. If you get the active exhaust, Ford claims it makes 486. And I'm sure all you guys have seen the dyno videos about it. People are saying that this thing's a dud, which, dude, people are literally driving it off the Ford lot and throwing it right on the dyno with literally 50 to 100 miles on the car and then just fucking throwing it at a red line. I mean, I believe in the break-in period. I'm at like 500 miles, so I'm pretty much good to go. But
yeah, man, little coat hanger issue.
What's the coat hanger issue?
The Whipple doesn't really look like a Whipple.
Yeah, we actually took it off for research purposes, so we're gonna be throwing it back on. It's just at Whipple right now, getting tested and stuff. So this is a test car, so that's why it was on there for like a day or two. We tested it, redlined it, and then we took it off just to test it and make sure the motor's all healthy and stuff. We're throwing it back on tonight.
After 100 miles, you got to retune it, make sure it's all good.
Yeah, so we're gonna throw it back on tonight actually. I heard supposedly at around 1,000 miles on the car, these pick up like 30 horsepower, 20 or 30 horsepower, and these also have a carbon filter trap in both intakes. I haven't taken them out yet, but supposedly I've seen like 3 or 4 people and they dynoed it with and then without. They all picked up around 5 to 6 horsepower extra. So I mean, that is restricting a lot of airflow. So I will be taking those out eventually. Just I don't feel like ripping apart a new car right now. And then we're obviously going to throw a Borla tack on there. It has like a 3-inch pipe. Right now it's like 2.5 stock. We're going to remove that suitcase muffler, and then it'll be pretty much free flowing with removing the carbon filter, and then it'll have free flowing exhaust. So we'll be making more horsepower. So I kind of find this cool that Ford did. It's pretty much like a kind of like a cold air intake. I mean, I've been looking at the intake temps. It's about 70 degrees out, and I was driving, I looked at the intake temps, and it was at like, I'm cruising at like 40 miles an hour. The intake temps are 72, so nothing beats a stock OEM airbox. Just got to remove the restrictors in this thing because, I mean, 72 air intake temp at 70 degrees, I mean, really can't beat that. I mean,
Dude, that thing's moving pretty
that
quick.
thing's weak, dude. Another cool feature that Ford did, which you guys probably think it's corny. Some people think it's cool, some other people think it's corny. I think it's pretty cool. You got the remote rev, so you got the regular key fob just like the Gen 3s. So you just do the same thing, lock, and then you just do lock and then button twice. So once you remote start the car, it has like a higher idle, and then once it drops down like it just did right now, it's ready for remote rev. It varies in if you're doing like a cold start or a warm start or whatever. So I've been driving the car for like an hour already, so it did it pretty quick. So how you do it is you do unlock and then lock, and then it revs it up to like 2K RPM. So it does that little rev, and then if you do it again, unlock and then lock again, it revs it all the way up to 5K RPM, which is pretty good. Dude, get that bee off the phone, dude. So like I said, I did opt for the active exhaust with this one, and it sounds really good. It pops randomly. I'm glad I did get the active exhaust. But quiet mode, the normal mode, sport mode, and then track mode, so we can go over all those right now. The interior of this is really nice. I really do like the two screens here, the big one long screen. But I'm going to show you guys the active exhaust. So if you press this pony button right here, it brings you up to like this. I wish you can customize the car, but that's pretty dope. It does that. And then here's your active exhaust modes. Right now it's in normal mode. We're going to put in quiet, and I'll let you guys hear all the modes.
Why don't you just remove the steering wheel? It'll be easier to see it.
All right. So I know this isn't a great angle, but this is where you do all your drive modes right here. So it has a super sick animation. There's normal mode, there's sport, there's track, drag strip mode, slippery, and then custom mode. And then there's just normal mode right there, but it's pretty much literally like a video game. It's really dope.
Hey, dude, why don't we test the horn to see if it's gay or not? It's fine.
And then you can also change the cluster theme. So we bring it to the pony button right here. Go to cluster theme. You can match the drive mode. Here's the normal mode, if I can touch it. So here's normal mode, pretty dope. Feature not available, what you mean? Here's sport. Track mode, which is probably my favorite. You have the big RPM bar across. Calm mode, which I'm never gonna use. And then you also have the Fox body mode, which is pretty dope. And at night it turns like a glowing green, just like the Fox body. So that's pretty dope. And then you also have all these My Color options. You have a bunch of colors with the display, and then the ambient lighting, which is also sick. And then you can do the custom mode and stuff, which is pretty cool. You can spin the car. And then you got all your track apps, the line lock right here, and then the acceleration timer, brake performance, and lap timer and stuff, which is pretty cool.
And no, he transferred the plate. The plate ain't available for your car.
Yeah, it's a good try forever. Good try.